Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Shy Gal Gaming. This is AC Seraph here with Ashi.
Hi guys.
And we are here for another lunch break. It is currently around 1:48 in the afternoon here outside of Tokyo. I just finished my lunch. Had a bit of a late lunch today. And I thought for today we would go ahead and try out some Guilty Gear X 1.5 for the atomiswave system. I just kind of recently learned that this was a thing that existed. I've of course played like Guilty Gear many times, including Guilty Gear X, and there's like two versions of X and X Plus, I guess, for Dreamcast and PS2 respectively. I played both of those quite a lot. They're a little like jank. There's something that feels a little off about like the way combos work, the quick detection, etc. But I was trying to get my atomiswave emulation set up, which I'm still kind of working on. You'll notice some really minor graphics bugs here and there that I haven't worked out yet.
Pedro47 says Sir Mad Sir Sword.
Oh, hey Pedro.
Hey Pedro. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sword fighting today up in Guilty Gear. But yeah, we're gonna get started here. Try to get through a credit of 1.5. Oops. And yeah, check out some of the differences. One thing I noticed when I was testing it is that it's a lot cleaner than the old version of the game. It also has two modes, Duel and Survival. Duel is basically just the standard arcade mode, which is what we're going to go for now. And I'm going to play my favorite big boy Potemkin here. We're going to see how far we can get. See if I can beat it in the next roughly 20 minutes. I got about 20 minutes today. Well, I can already see that I'm gonna have to change the controls. Great. I totally told this thing to save the controls last time, but it didn't. So wait a second here. We're gonna need this as, what is this? Kick? Unmap, 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 unmap. Okay. Kick slash hard slash punch. Main game config. Okay, that should put us back to where we need to be. So we have a weirdly colored Potemkin, but that's not a problem. Well, it's not as familiar with the Guilty Gear series. This is actually the second Guilty Gear game. The first one being just called Guilty Gear. Was on the PlayStation 1 and also in arcades, of course. And then this one, which originally came out on quite a big fan of this series, although I haven't really played Strive much yet. I don't have a copy at this point. Sort of kind of holding out for a all-inclusive ultimate version of Strive, although I'm starting to get the feeling that might not ever happen. But we'll see. I played Strive a lot in beta, and I liked it quite a bit, but I was able to sort of get it out of my system. It's pretty rare that I buy fundamentals in it, but... How did that
Well, you got Tekken.
Tekken's a rare case. like it's not typical to be get hurt.
You got KOF.
No, we got that way later.
2014.
It's like, yeah, K1 14 and then Tekken 8. Between those two, that was like an 8-year period that I didn't have anything on day one. I mean, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't necessarily. There's certain games I kind of like want to play. Guilty Gear, I like Guilty Gear, but I don't think I'm gonna like play it. Although, I do feel like if I was going to learn to play a Guilty Gear, online, Strive probably would have been the one, I think. Now, people have kind of mixed feelings on Strive, but I kind of liked that they simplified things a little bit in it. Compared to, like, Rev 2, I thought they went really quick. I think that the atomiswave emulation I got right now is still a little bit jank. So I gotta figure some things out. I feel like the speed is a little off. I can play a lot of characters in Guilty Gear, but for some reason, I became obsessed with Potemkin. Like, he's the only character I play now. But I can play, like, most of the characters in this game. What this, like, 1.5 version of X1 feels like is kind of like if they remade X1 in, like, the X2 reload engine. Like, everything feels like it has a little more weight to it, it's a little, like, cleaner with the way the strikes are. It probably doesn't look that different, like, visually, or sound different. But if you actually play it, the game is really different. The standard version of X1. I generally consider X1 to be a very bad game. Like, I like it, but it's like a guilty pleasure kind of fighting game. This is actually kind of good. Kind of unfortunate this never had any sort of console release at all. Yeah, like even they did the so-called like anniversary collection for Switch, but then the anniversary collection had like hardly any games on it. All it had was Guilty Gear 1 and like a very good version of 2. It's not even good. I guess Accent Core is kind of like I would have loved to see like a version of X1 with probably this remake and the story from the PS2 version. It's the game that in the series that I think has like the worst quirks. Like there's no good quirk that has everything. Yeah. Although sharp-eyed fans will notice right there that the blood here is white, it's not red. I don't know why, but I guess they censored this version of the game. This is the Japanese version, playing on like emulated Japanese hardware, so it means that it didn't have blood in the Japanese version too, which I found kind of strange, since it almost makes me feel like this game came out after Reload, which might be true, because the atomiswave first released around the time I first came to Japan in university. So like I remember when it first came out. And I do not remember this game existing on the atomiswave. Like the atomiswave game everybody was playing was like the King of Fighters Neo Wave and like the London Fish I think was out. But I never saw this. Like, and in arcades everybody was playing for Guilty Gear, they were all playing Reload, which is the sequel to this game. And Reload has blood, like lots. But then the later version, like Accent Core, I think from Accent Core on is where they stopped having blood. So it almost makes you wonder if this like version of X1 came out later than those games, but I don't really know the history of it. Like I said, I didn't even know that this game existed until like 2 days ago. And I was very shocked to see it on my list of the Thomas games. I've never once seen it in the arcade, I can tell you that. Cool. Yes. But the other thing here is that like the blood still exists. Like you can see the sprites for the blood, but they're white. Whereas when they take the blood out in the Accent Core series, they just got rid of it entirely. They just is no sprites. Potemkin doesn't do it. You have to see like one of the characters with a sword or something like that. Like he doesn't have like blood going in Accent Core, but like neither does he. But if you see like, you know, Kai or Saul or those characters, whenever they hit you with their like sword, there's like big like sprays of like, you know, 90s anime blood flying in the older games. The first game too is like lots of blood, like the original. I kind of wish they hadn't removed the blood. I don't know. Guilty Gear like back in the day was like a sort of campy, like hard anime game. And I feel like it's become more of like just typical like shonen anime vibes in the modern series, which I think is unfortunate because it's really not like that. It's like a hard like 90s.
What's the difference?
No power friendship bullshit.
Oh.
The same problem that
Okay.
like low violence, power of friendship, like.
You need to have some hope.
I don't know, like, I don't hate the vibe in the new games, but it's different, like the story in the new games, too, it's just very, it's more like cliche anime. The story in the old games is, like, really vague and not well explained, and that fact actually makes it more interesting. Like, it leaves a lot of things to your imagination. There's like no damage. Close call there. Okay. Maybe we can finish. If I don't lose, I might be able to do it. Because this is the mid-boss. But the final boss is fucking hard, man. I was like, as you saw me like testing this out, I think day before yesterday, and I was sitting here complaining about it. But like, the final boss is ridiculous in this game. Like, in the older version, the final boss is not really that hard. In fact, he's probably too easy, so I understand why they changed it. I think it's a change for the better. It came as a bit of a shock. This guy, I think, is easy. He's pretty hard. Here he's I'm talking too much shit. Beat my ass.
Yeah.
He's not as hard as he was. He's definitely. He's stupid, man. In like the OG version, it's forever. And then you get to the final boss and she's like nothing. Which story-wise kinda doesn't really make sense. It's gotta be less flashy, more clean about it. Another difference I noticed that, I skipped over it because I'm kind of in a hurry here, but they introduced the stages between each round and they tell you like the name of the stage. And this stage's name in the original is Hell, right? And in this version they call it which I found kind of amusing. Like, I actually kind of like it being typed. I think it's got its own style by calling it atomiswave. Yeah, I think so. Bringing it in with this site.
This is the Thunderbolt?
Yeah, she's like the funny boss. The music is like truly classic fighting game final boss music. One of the best in the genre.
She's a devil?
She's a gear, like the most powerful gear. As for like what the gears are, they're like biological weapons, I guess? Bioweapons created in the ancient past, something like that. I don't know. Guilty Gear story is pretty confusing.
Well, is she heaven?
She is like living in exile. She's trying to like, because humanity is afraid of the gears, so they're trying to like kill them all. But she's actually peaceful. She's not like the gears that started the war against humanity or whatever, which is what the first game is about. But then they send out all these like bounty hunters to kill her. The game, yeah, he's technically a bounty hunter, but he doesn't kill him because he's one of the good guys. In the official story's ending, I think is that Kai finds her. He's the one who wins, and not technically wins because it's not a tournament. But like he finds her and then decides not to kill her. Like he betrays his own orders and doesn't kill her because he knows she's not what everybody says. Which is kind of character development for Kai because he's like really in the early part of the series he's like just the golden boy who does whatever the church does. No questions. Where it's like Saul's like the opposite of that. Oh. Oh, you can't do it. Oh no! It's unblocked. Yeah. The character in the later game, the Sin or whatever, Sin is Kai and Dizzy's.
Huh?
Yeah, Kai ends up marrying people. What is that combo? What the fuck?
Oh, he has an ulterior motive
Yeah.
for saving her.
Yeah. He's a dizzy Sin. Wow, she wrecked me. I don't know, I might not be able to beat it then. Like, it's not looking promising. I can probably, like, try one more time.
You're not Kai. You can play Kai.
I can play Kai.
She'll be easier for you.
I'll play Kai.
She'll go easier for you.
I hope it doesn't make me start over for two. No, I still get to use it. It probably is easier. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, with Kai. Kai is what makes her so good in this one is that she can... Jesus Christ. Oh, one combo, man!
Oh, wow.
Fucking wrecked me, dude.
Okay.
Like, what makes her so brutal is they made her, like, that little blue bit that bites you, it's way faster in this than it is in the other. And, like, normally, if she's casting it and you hit her, it won't cast. Like, she won't be able to cast it all the way back. You'll just, like, hit it. But here she can do it super fast, and then even if she trades, it still comes out, and it locks you down, and then she can run up to you while you're being hit by it, and basically mix you up, and you have to completely guess what she's going to do, which is the computer, so you're never going to guess correctly. Oh, well, it was fast enough that I can probably play again. We're gonna pull out the big guns. We're gonna Sol. Is it Sol time? It might be Sol time. Just so we can get this done. What time is it?
What the?
If I'm quick.
Big brother.
Yeah. Real power, man.
So is the.
He's also here.
Oh, he's over here?
Yeah. Although that's like heavily guarded.
Oh, okay. Very complicated.
It's a very complicated story. Like I said, they don't explain it well in the early game. So, like, you just have to fill a lot of it in with your imagination.
Okay.
Which, again, is kind of what makes it compelling, honestly. Like, the weakest part of the new game is that you know what's going on. See? Solved. Gear versus gear.
Oh, Gear is an android.
No, they're not an android. They're like a living weapon.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, the new, like, Strive might explain it more. They sort of half explain it in Rev 2 and Sign, but it's still confusing on it. And they were lazy and they didn't make any endings for the arcade version of this game. The PS2 version has a proper story, but it's never been translated. But yeah, I would say if anybody watched this VOD and they were interested in the story of the older Guilty Gear games, or the story in general, don't take my word for it, consult the wiki, because I only have the vaguest understanding of it possible. And I don't care enough to like read the wiki that much. I'm more than happy to just kind of fill in the blanks on my own. I can tell you that it's complicated. Head on back to work now as soon as these credits are up. Call the stream and see everybody in the next one, I guess. Do you like this series? A lot of the recent Arc System games have been a bit hit and miss for me, but Guilty Gear is the one that it's always a hit. It always works.
It looks so different here.
Oh, yeah. This is how the art was in the old days. I actually prefer it.
Really?
Yeah. It was all done by like one guy. The music, the art, the story, it was all done by like PlayStation.
Oh,
I think
okay.
this is actually his art. The newer art is not that.
Yeah, the newer is not like that, right?
It's
Doesn't-
very anime.
Oh,
Yeah, the old art is not. Like I said, the older games have a very different vibe
okay.
from the newer games. I don't dislike the newer games or their art or whatever. Just they're just different. That's it. See you again. Yes, I agree. See you again. Anyhow, that's it for lunch break. Hope everybody out there is having a good day, not working too hard, and enjoying life. And we will see you in the next one.
See you guys.
Yeah. See you later, Pedro. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, goodbye.